What's going on, everybody? We are back here with the IW Sideline Scoop. I'm glad to be back. I'm kind of off on my uploading time here, of course, but we're back anyways. And like I said, I mainly just want to keep this right now with my predictions as a record for the overall season here. So far, I'm sitting at 22-7 through 2 weeks. I haven't done the Thursday night games, but 22-7 through our Sunday and Monday games here. So not too terrible for my predictions. Back with another prediction video here. So let's get right into it. We got start with our home team here. We got Green Bay traveling to Cleveland. I'm going to go with Green Bay with a fairly easy dub here. They should be able to get it done. Probably think I'll talk a little bit more on this game here when I'm done. Try to get through my picks here pretty quick and talk about the Packer game. So yeah, we're gonna go Green Bay, and then we got Atlanta at Carolina. I'm picking Atlanta to win that game. I almost want to go Carolina just because I don't know. I think eventually they'll get one here. They play tough at the end of games, but Atlanta's defense kind of crushed Minnesota, so I think that defense will be enough to win that one for Atlanta. And then we got Houston at Jacksonville. Houston still hasn't won a game. I don't think Jacksonville has either, so I'm gonna go with Houston. They got to get one right here. They're too damn good of a team to not have a win yet. A couple tight losses. So we're gonna go to the battle of the backup quarterbacks in Minnesota. Pretty upsetting. This was weeks ago. You're probably like week 3. Joe Burrow crushing JJ McCarthy in Minnesota. That sounds cool, but now we have Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz, the resurgence of CW. I'm gonna go Cincinnati just because I think Browning looks he has plenty of experience, and I just think Wentz might be a little rusty coming off the bench here. Always liked Wentz, but got to go with Cincinnati. I think they just have more weapons overall. I know Minnesota's got Hawkinson, who looks slow, and they got Jefferson and everybody, but Cincinnati, I think, will just have a little bit more firepower there. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh beating New England. Pittsburgh was one of my losses last week, but New England, I think, just has shown a severe lack of weapons, and Pittsburgh kind of just gave their game away last week, so they'll clean it up. So then we're going to go to the Rams at the Eagles. This is my first home team winning the game. I'm going to go with Philly here. I wanted to take the Rams because I think they do have what it takes to beat Philly, but Philly's just on some bullshit right now, so unfortunately that they got the upper edge there, I think. So we got the New York Jets at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers will be wearing their pretty sweet looking white creamsicle uniforms, and for aura alone, you got to go with Tampa Bay. And because I don't think Justin Fields is playing, so a couple of QB injuries here already into week 3. So we're gonna go to Indianapolis at Tennessee. I'm picking Indy. Tennessee looks like Garbo. They're showing some fight against teams, but Indy for some reason is they look great. They look great. So we'll see. Probably won't be able to keep it up, but against Tennessee, they should be able to keep rolling. So we got the Las Vegas Raiders at Washington Commanders. I'm gonna take the Raiders because Jaden Daniels is hurt, not playing. Vegas, I don't think they've won a game either. Although I might want to revise that pick because if anybody watched, I think it was Monday night last week, Geno Smith had 0 completions over 10 yards. He looks cooked, unfortunately. Yeah, that was pathetic. I only tuned into a little bit of the game, but my God, the dude could not throw the ball literally over 10 yards. So that's I'm just gonna go with them because I guess we get Ashton Genty rolling for them. Feed Genty. No Daniels there. It's just Marcus Mariota. We got Mariota and Carson Wentz starting in 2025. Who would have fucking thought? Then we got the Broncos at the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers here. Broncos, I think they got some stuff to clean up still. Chargers just kind of look like one of the best teams in the league right now, honestly. They're a very well-polished team. Harbaugh's got them rolling, and they beat the Chiefs week 1. So the Chiefs suck this year, though. So we're going to go to New Orleans at Seattle. I'm going to pick Seattle at home, probably in the rain. I think it's supposed to. New Orleans, they've shown more fight than I thought they would this year as well, kind of like Tennessee. But Seattle at home, they haven't looked terrible either, so I'm going to take Seattle. Then you got Dallas at Chicago, a classic 90s, 80s matchup with the Star versus big Chicago Bears there. Bears. But yeah, Dallas. I'm gonna go with Dallas. Chicago looks like shit. Their defense is barbecue, and Dallas has many weapons. I think that will tear that defense apart. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna go Dallas. Now, Arizona at San Francisco. I believe San Francisco is still starting Mac Jones. Should have looked into that before doing this, but they looked okay with Mac Jones last week. But I think Arizona, they have a tendency to give things away and fail, but I think they have the firepower and they should be able to take the win there in San Francisco. And they did it last year as well, I believe, when San Francisco was fairly full strength. So Arizona kind of has not San Francisco's number, but they play them tough for sure. Summary that's our Sunday today. Actually, no, I lied. There's tonight, and it's Kansas City at the Giants. A fucking weird ass game. Who picked this one week 3? I want to go with the Giants so bad. Russell Wilson balled his mind out last week. This will be a big money winner if you pick the Giants here, at least to cover. I don't know what their spread is, but I'm sure it's probably closer than you'd think. Just because Kansas City looks like crap. Giants put up 500 yards last week, so I don't know. I'm going to go with Kansas City, though. They haven't won a game yet. This has got to be the game they win, right? It has to be. If they lose, though, that's all you're going to hear about for the next week is Kansas City lost to the Giants. So they can't get there. So Kansas City's going to win. And then a potential game of the year, game of the week, Monday Night Football. We got Detroit taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I'm actually going to go with Detroit here. I don't know. I think, week 1, Green Bay, we smacked them. They didn't put up any points at all. Week 2, last week, they put up 50 against the Bears. So it's like, which lines are you getting? The 6 points that they basically scored against Green Bay or the 50-something points against Chicago? I don't think that they're truly going to be consistently one or the other this year. So somewhere in the middle. I think they can beat Baltimore for sure. Baltimore, I don't know. They won last week against the Browns, but they look beatable for sure. Derrick Henry couldn't get running at all. I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe Henry will just go bananas on them, but I'm gonna go Detroit just because I just think they're tougher than what we saw week 1, obviously, since we saw that last week. So yeah, that's my predictions. I went 11-4 last week. I messed up on. I picked Pittsburgh to beat Seattle. Picked Denver to beat Indianapolis. I picked Philly to beat Kansas City, and then I picked Houston to beat Tampa Bay. So those 4 teams lost last week. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I am 22-7 on the season so far. So that's pretty damn good. I'll just do a quick talk about this Green Bay game here. We were playing Green Bay playing Cleveland. I got that Lake Michigan times difference, whatever. I'm thinking the lake there, but Green Bay's traveling to Cleveland, take on the Browns. They got Joe Flacco playing not terrible football. He's had a couple turnovers, but not as bad as you would think for Joe Burrow or God damn it, Joe Flacco in the year 2025. It's a little early, folks. I'm gonna get a little words messed up here, but obviously, Green Bay's defense should be enough to win us this game. Micah Parsons has looked phenomenal, and this might be one of his first games off of a 0 pitch count, coming in to hopefully embarrass the Cleveland offensive line. That's mainly like some of these games. You can just win it with your defense, but you can also give it away with your offense or your defense. The news this week for Green Bay was Tucker Kraft was hurt in practice on, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. It was a knee injury. Absolutely terrifying. Made Packer Land hold their breath, but he is fine. He is questionable for the game today. You could probably hold him out. He'd be fine. I want to see Tucker Kraft go nuts every single week, but he's also probably a key to our Super Bowl run here that I believe we can go on. So limited snaps for Kraft most likely. Musgrave season going off. And like I said, the Browns, they held Derrick Henry. Don't have the yardage off my head, but it was not good. I mean, Derrick Henry was not good at all. Like, he did not get any big runs. He did not break any. I don't know if he scored. So this could be a tough day for Josh Jacobs for sure. That's weird because the Packers need to get Jacobs rolling. I mean, we're winning games and he hasn't really been rolling this year. So But last year, obviously, when we saw Jacobs rolling, we couldn't be stopped there for a while, and he is still pushing a streak right now. I believe if this would be his 12th straight game with a touchdown if he gets one, and I think that would tie or break LaDainian Tomlinson's record. I think of most touchdowns, most games with a touchdown in a row. So let's get Jacobs in the end zone at least, but don't expect him to put the team on his back today. I think this is going to be a Jordan Love day. I think he's going to throw the ball 30 times. I think we get Matthew Golden involved. Maybe even Wicks because Reed is hurt, obviously. Dobbs. Savion Williams should be involved, the rookie. I've seen limited action from Savion, but he's gotten, I think, a catch or two and a kick return. So Matthew Golden Day. This could be Matthew Golden's day. People are making a big stink like about a week or two ago about he doesn't follow the Packers on social media. He deleted his post, blacked out his pictures, whatever. He obviously he wants to get the ball. You think he maybe has one catch this year. Jordan Love missed him on a few deep bombs there on last Thursday night, but I just watched an interview with him, and I don't know if he's just trying to say the right words, but he was. He just said he's waiting for his number to be called, and the team's 2-0. He's happy with that. And when he gets the ball, he's going to show what he can do with it. And it's just about patience. He said there's other guys above him right now that have earned it so far here. But I still see this being a Matthew Golden day. At least, potentially no Tucker Kraft. Someone else is going to have to step up. And I don't see Jacobs really carrying the team today. So it's going to be a Jordan Love throw it around day. And maybe we win 14-3, 14-10, 17-10, something like that. So maybe you won't even need 30 passes. It could just be a defensive script all day. We'll see. Joe Flacco maybe has some magic in the tank, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get through the game, to be honest. So we'll see about how that goes. That's going to be my video here for the day, though, folks. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you want to keep it up, keep it up. Go Pack, go.